is not money. Wealth is well-being. Well-being includes money, but well-being is not money. So when they took our wealth, they make us poor. The wealth is your well-being. Now there's a trick to this. Because if they cut off the water supply, you can't get to your source of water. They kill off the buffalo, as an example. You can't get to your source of food. Maybe even uproot you and displace you, Trail of Tears. Bring you somewhere else. You now have to decide what your well-being is. You can have nothing and still feel well. This is why only the shaman or the priest survived colonialism. Think about this. The only ones that survived colonialism was the priests. That's it. Everybody else was killed or enslaved because they didn't have somewhere else to go. They were only going to the water hole. And this particular one, the colonist comes and takes that water hole away. You're done. If you're a shaman, you know 7 water holes. If you're just a dude not paying attention and walking around, you're going to the same one every day because it's habit and it's just that's what it is, then when they take that habit away, you're done. If you got somewhere else to go, you're never done. They tried to take hip hop away from us. They took it from a lot of people. They didn't take it from me. I suffered the same as everybody else. Blacklisted, cheated, record sales, all those horror stories. I've been through all of them. But my source of well-being was not that. My source of well-being was God. They can't touch that, they the devil. So my source of well-being is not material. So if you take the water, I sweat. You take the food, I fast. You try to deny me knowledge, I read nature. I'm coming from a different source. So I cannot be in poverty, I cannot be. Hip-hop teaches us this. You talk about poverty. The Bronx is the poster child. The South Bronx is the poster child of poverty. Jump in.
My question was really how do you design that into the hip-hop environment?
We won't. You don't design. Wait a minute. How do you design poverty?
No. How do you design the conditions that creates and maintains hip-hop?
Outside of poverty.
But it might include it.
No, it doesn't. We could create health, love, awareness, and wealth within hip-hop by us simply uniting. That's all. It only takes unity. That's what we're teaching it. It starts with unity of articulation. But once we have a collective consciousness, no, there's no poverty in that. It's not even a concept. You know, it's like our ancient ancestors didn't have a concept for prison. You know, prison only is recent. Prison is recent. You know, Christians came up with prison.
So I think what you were getting at was it appeared like poverty was the condition that hip hop was created from. But like what it says right there, from that poverty is where people created that unity within themselves, and they became the solution. That's the condition that hip hop came from. When the people became the solution, that was the condition that hip hop was created from. Outside of that was the poverty and the violence and the stuff that made him.
It still is.
Right, but that's not the part that needs to be preserved.
Right.
The part that needs to be preserved is them making themselves the solution.
Right.
The response.
In terms of the planning, that's what he was asking about, right?
Jump in.
That's right. I think as another thing, without the oppression, how do you get the artistic expression? I don't know if he's going that route too, to tie into
You're both right.
Yeah.
You're both right. That's what I'm trying to get.
Without the oppression, how do you get that? How do you get that expression out?
I would say unity. Unity of thought eliminates poverty, eliminates sickness, ignorance, all of it disappears. The problem is you have to have an expanded character, not just a mind, but your character has to be broad enough to accept people into it that are not like you. Right now, nobody wants to side with nobody because you're not like me. You look weird to me. You sound crazy. You don't eat what I eat. You don't dress how I dress. But I would not be who I am, who I think I am today, if I had a small mentality. Like, you know, I can't go to dinner with Funkmaster Flex. That's a small mentality. You have to enlarge your character.